Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Iniesta. And it's Cruyff. Good take, and is he in? Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. Hazard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Aims beyond the defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. McAllister. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. And he's managed to get free. Drives it in. Great chance! And that has been clubbed away. Well read, nice interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. McAllister is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Van Nistelrooy. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's had a shot! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Tries to play it through, played out wide. Beckham with the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Out to the right. Crossed in once more. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Mbappe. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Hakimi. Doué. McAllister. Howson gets over and intercepts. And he's got the... He's one-on-one! And the shot! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. McAllister. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
He's a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Always onto this. Well-timed, excellent interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pelé. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Tele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hazard gets into a good position. Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Howson. Rijkaard. Beckham. Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary. That's good vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he's gone backward here. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now, and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's Van Nistelrooy, and Van Nistelrooy! Cruyff. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Nistelrooy. Howson does well to get it back. Cruyff. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now, can they get him away? That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. And played right into his path. And he's onside.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get it through? Baresi calmly anticipates.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he has kicked it out somehow.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Iniesta, and here's Gattuso. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gattuso. Pele. Played out to the left flank. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Iniesta providing an outlet on that flank. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves.
Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pings it across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Back in once more.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Beckham with the short one. Pass somewhat off target. He can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to him. In towards the back stick. Bayer claims it without any fuss.
Tokyo Verdy clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. And it's Doué. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look.
Van Nistelrooy! He scored! And they get themselves in front! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Now it's Doué. Great vision. And it's been played through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Now it's Messi. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? The ball goes in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Here comes the cross. Gattuso. And he's had a hit. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match and deserved. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's McAllister. Pinches it off him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
I'm thinking the same. He will be... It's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Now that's well seen too. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Alexander-Arnold. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Delaney. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Changes him with that pass. Mukoko with... Mukoko! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And he was quick to react. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And he's worked it through.
Tokyo Verdy are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that was very necessary. Delaney.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Great ball, and he's in here. Plays it across. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out to the left it goes. Can he get it through? Hazard. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Delaney. He's found a way past. Haaland. Jurgensen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Haaland. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Delaney. Jurgensen. Delaney. Played out to the right. Foot in. McAllister. Hakimi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Delaney. Looking for the run. Out to the right. Bellingham. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's good running with the ball. He's found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Chance, surely! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. You just lack that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more.
Chance for a shot! That's going to go a long way. McAllister. Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
Back to the keeper it goes.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Jurgensen. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Played into the box. He can get that clear. And that is out of play. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Played out towards the right wing. Opts to play it back. Now there's a fine ball. Nicely aimed pass. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no...
Face to face with the... Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. He shifted it to the flank. He is through here. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And they can counter here. Lukaku, great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Picked out brilliantly. It's Azar! Defending of the desperate variety. He's had it taken off him. And it's Bellingham. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but not easy in practice.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jurgensen. Delaney. Jurgensen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. McAllister. Deep cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking for options for movement. Hazard gets into some space.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Lukaku. Oh, good spread. And he's managed to get free. Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. And he's got his cross in. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands. Haaland. Ball played for Rijkaard. Bellingham. Just 5 minutes left. That is good strength. It's run loose here. And it's Hakimi.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Number 8. Hazard. Number 19. McAllister. Coming on the field. Number 24.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was
Number
well played,
14,
well stopped.
Son Heung-min. Number 41.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Substitutions taking place. There will be 1 minute added time.
Delaney. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Bilbao have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Ruiz de Galarreta. Now it's Williams. He is through here. Leque. McAllister. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Leque made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And it's Leque. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Iñaki Williams. First quarter of an hour gone. Can he get on the end of this? McAllister looking to get on the end of this. It's a goal kick. Williams. And it's Lewandowski.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Guruceta might just make this. Leque. That is a great pick out.
He'd be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi goes on a charge down the left. Tries to play it through. Spread it left. Cross to the back post. From behind for a goal kick. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Haaland. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danny Vivian gets good distance on it. Hakimi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Real chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Threads one in. Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. And that was very necessary. Tries to pass it through. That looks a cracking ball. Williams. Now that looks a decent ball. Iñaki Williams was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, The decision-making, we can't. He'll learn from it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out towards the... And a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Lewandowski, now it's Haaland. That's an imaginative pass. We've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there, we've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Tokyo Verdy ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Tokyo Verdy are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's certainly onside here. Berenguer. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though.
It's Lewandowski! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Guruzeta. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for the run.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Now it's Sunset. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And now the breakaway. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Haaland. Plenty to aim at here. Shapes to shoot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Sunset. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Haaland. Filippo Inzaghi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Now it's Inzaghi, he's got away. So much time and space here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. great ball, and he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Caught offside that time. Prados. Danny Vivian. And it's Lekwe. Ambitious ball here. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and he's gone for goal!
Tokyo Verdy really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Climbs up big! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Tokyo Verdy really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Opts for safety. That's a sharp pass. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nice looking ball. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That has been knocked clear. Now this could be a chance. He's tried one! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a cute ball. That's a shade optimistic. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Doué. Judge, surely! And he can clear it away. Bellingham could try cutting inside here. Prados clears it away. And this is... Can he finish?
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Deftly away. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gently done. Knocks it into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Madueke has got himself a free kick. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy Eze is always someone I've kept an eye on. A player who broke through as a left winger initially, but also has the intelligence, the vision required of a number 10, and he combines those roles very well, drifting in from the left, getting on the end of balls, and he takes it from there.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Madueke. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now. Still
tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Rice. That has been slung wide. Has a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
So it is still 0-0. Calafiori. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Gets a good foot in there. McAllister. Evair. Now it's Doué. Eze, and he's found a way past. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Palmer, and it's Palmer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Madueke, and it's Rice, and here's the chance to counter. Quality ball. That's tidy. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught napping. Saliba gets it away. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
He's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gabriel. Zubimendi. It's Saka. Eze. Madueke. Madueke charging forward, the ball at his feet. Calafiori gets into some space, delivers the ball, big header! Goal! Arsenal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the shot! No mistake! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Gabriel, and it's Rice. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in.
Might want to be careful there.
Timber. It's a really well-measured ball. Great run on the overlap here.
2
McAllister,
added minutes has been
and he's
indicated.
heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Madueke. Palmer with the foul. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Welcome our players to the field.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Tokyo Verdy have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Saka.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Palmer! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And he was alert to it. Timber tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinged towards the front line. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And the pass is intercepted. Rice, that's been slipped through. He has found a way through, and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Saka. For Rice. Evair. Good ball, good take. Now it's Havertz. And it's Timber. Can he get on the end of it? Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Zubimendi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard. Calafiori spots it and intercepts. Now it's Doué. And he's forced to go back. Rice. Saliba. And he's searching through. Chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That pass isn't the best. He's being urged to shoot. Eze.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now Saliba. Saka. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, no joy this time. Timber. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Number 15, Elvair. Coming on to replace him
Trossard.
is number 9.
Good-looking ball.
Substitution.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 3
Rice,
minutes added time.
spread out to the left. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Nicely shaped ball. Danger averted for now. Back into the middle, and here's Doué. Alexander-Arnold has it out, climbs up big! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Zubimendi with the clearance. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
How can you overlook a player who has a name like this guy, Xavi Simons? He plays on either wing or as a false nine. He's quick, he's versatile, he's hard-working, he's coachable. They all say he has a great footballing IQ. And he's one of those catch-me-if-you-can types.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And here's Van Nistelrooy, looking to play him in. Fires it in low. Gets good distance on it. AC Milan could counter here. Oh, delightful ball. McAllister. Doué. Baresi gets it away. Van Nistelrooy. And that is a little undercooked. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Simons. Gullit. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Hakimi. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he thumps it clear. Hakimi. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's a promising position. And what about this cross? Chance! It's a loose ball. Hakimi. Hoisted in. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Tokyo Verdy are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be... And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Hakimi receives it in a good position here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hakimi. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. McAllister is the team's great visionary. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. Out to the right. Now it's Doué. Pass somewhat off target. Back towards the middle. And it's McAllister. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Doué. And the counter is on. And this is Ibrahimovic. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's gone searching cross-field. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Tokyo Verdy couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gullit. Van Dijk cuts it out. McAllister. He's in a great position here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now he's got space here. Ibrahimovic! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, sweet feet. Gullit. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello everybody, and
What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Tokyo Verdy worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that and a bit more variation from here.
Big chance! That has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that should get the job done. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's superb. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Doué, looking for options for movement. Great ball, and he's in here. Cleared without hesitation.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Corner number 3 coming up. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicked it back promptly. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Quarter of an hour into the second half. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's pulled him up for that challenge. So what can they conjure from this one? A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. That is gorgeous from Raul! A finish of true class! There is the breakthrough! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and Van Nistelrooy! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Dijk makes the interception. Threads one in. Simons. And it's Hakimi. This might spell danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Back to the keeper it goes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's a key interception. Simons. And here's Kakitani. Van Nistelrooy! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Serginho. Number 11, Xavi Simons. Coming on the field, number 14, Messi. Number 5, Bellingham.
Corner number 4 coming up here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could...
And this is Raul. Chance, surely! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Terrific header! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Oh, they could break here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Kakitani.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's managed to get free.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And once more he proves rigid and robust. Tries to pass it through. Raul. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball driven towards the far post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! 5 minutes to add. And here's Neymar. Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's well spotted. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on a... it.